always think he's a bit simple. Tall and good-looking and a bit simple. Sounds a reasonable combination to me. Did you dance with Wally? He's always under your feet. Short and good-looking and simple. 2 out of 3's not bad.
I know how you feel, kid. I'm short in leg and all. Whose is it?
Oh, it belongs to them I work for. She can't sit about all day clutched to her bosom.
How come you never use words like bosom?
She nurses it that often. If I didn't take it for a walk, it'd lose the use of its legs.
Not lost its voice, has it? That's a lot for a little short house.
Look who's talking. Well, I'll leave you two lovebirds.
You see, everybody knows. It's fate.
It's a fate worse than death.
Any good points?
Well, point them somewhere else.
You'll be sorry. I might not be tall, but I'm a tower of strength.
You're a tower of what?
You want to snatch me while the going's good. I'm in a reserved occupation. If all the lads go off to war, I might soon be the only available bachelor round here. Then there'll be a queue.
Well, there won't be me in it.
Well, that's Foggy. Foggy's the military expert.
Oh, he's a tall Willie.
Well, yes, he's a total willy, but he's also the military expert.
Oh, but he's in the army. No, I want the RAF. Oh, they have collars and ties.
And they crash a lot. My dad's been reading it in the paper.
Well, if they let blokes like Seymour in, it's not surprising they crash a lot.
I'm not going to crash a lot. I'm going to be an ace.
And he's doing it all for Deborah Norbury.
Miss Deborah Norbury.
Hail, Foggy!
It's you lot. I've been 2 hours on that sign. If the highways foreman sees it, he'll shout at me. I hate civilians shouting at me.
I tell thee, he's a total willy.
What do you want?
Your military advice. We rang the War Office and they said we should ask you.
If it's military, you've come to the right place. As long as it's not classified information, I'm not allowed to talk about classified information.
Nimble on the feet in the infantry, aren't they?
It's Seymour. He wants to be a fighter pilot.
And we don't think he'll get in.
He ain't got qualifications. Plus, he's another total willy.
What qualifications?
Well, that's what we want to find out.
What qualifications does he need to be a fighter pilot?
You don't want to be a fighter pilot.
Yes, I do.
It's a very sissified way to fight a war as a fighter pilot. You might as well take up embroidery, something like that.
I don't know why we're asking him. He's a total willy.
No, the only way to fight a war is as your basic infantryman. Close quarters, cold steel.
He wants to fly, Foggy. What qualifications does he need?
It'd have to be balmy for a start.
Well, I think he can manage that one.
And they have to have a good head for heights.
I've got a head for heights.
And they have to manage not to be sick when they spin around in this chair.
What for? They're not flying chairs.
To make sure they don't get airsick.
I'm sick of listening to this.
No, I've seen it on the newsreels. They spin around in this chair, dead fast.
This is the national program. Here is the news. A general outline of the arrangements to be made for calling up militiamen and reservists was issued by the War Office today. During the first fortnight of their training,
Are you all right, Mr. Clay?
Oh, yes,
I get these romantics.
That must be difficult in your trade.
Yes, thank you. It is difficult in my trade.
As early as possible.
Oh,
The 2 hours training completed, the men will then be placed in one of 3 grades.
He's seen it on newsreels. If you want to be an aircrew, they put you in this big chair and spin you around terrifically fast.
That's not gonna go fast.
Well, give it a try. Find out if there's a natural for aircrew.
I know I'm a natural for aircrew.
What test do they have for cowards? I bet I'm a natural at being a coward.
Ah, you're all right, Cleggy. There'll be some little jerrys I can have a go at.
Not if they're vicious. I don't want any vicious little Jerrys.
How about ladies?
How big?
Come on, Seymour.
Sit this end down, Biggles.
If that wants to be an aircrew, that's got to have stomach for it.
Oh, I've got the stomach for it. I've also got the height and attractive profile.
Now is the time to buy. Small deposit will secure. Very wise of you to come at this time. In the event of hostilities, all this stuff will disappear, you know. Oh, yes. They'll all be making khaki. There'll be no time for your fancy lapels. Civilian stuff will be like gold. How fortunate the civilian will be who bought his new suit before the quality deteriorated. As it does, inevitably in war. I remember the last lot. You couldn't get a decent worsted. If my Emerald had not been so adept with her needle, I'd have been hard-pressed in keeping the old pecker up. Please feel free to come inside where my assistant will gladly show you without any obligation whatsoever the style, books and pattern. What's my chair doing here? I keep telling them, don't leave things lying about. Put things away. They're just the wrong age for putting things away. Service, please. Forward, Mr. Utterthwaite. Step forward, Mr. Utterthwaite. Bring the style books.
You went to my head like the sand of perfume in a coffee room, but even more. You went through my head like an ice cream soda, but even more. You went to my feet, I couldn't walk 'cause I was petrified.
Thought I'd been drinking.
So we'll pick on you for a while. You'll have forgotten all about it this time next year.
If I can sneak away from my dad and get out to gardening tonight, are we off to Flicks?
I can't go. Got now.
Oh, not again.
I don't know where my money goes.
It goes on fags and lasses.
That got out wasted it then.
Lord, I'm afraid I can't help you tonight.
Me neither.
Oh, well, I've got nothing. I spent it on petrol.
I've only got enough for myself and that's it.
Me too. It's all right. I'll go and sit on a wall or something. No, it's all right. I'll see you when you come out.
You stop it. You're breaking me heart.
I'll stay in and wash me ferret.
We can't go without him.
All right, we'll sneak him in somehow.
Well, they blocked that window we used to crawl through.
There's one on the roof. We'll try the one on the roof.